Hello, YouTube fam. Today is Monday, the 21st of October. Back again. Like I said, 100-day challenge minus weekends to see how this YouTube thing is going to go. Well, today didn't do much. Picked up a load about 50 miles away from me and it delivers tomorrow. I didn't want to do too much today. Been tired since Friday, so trying to take some time off, not work a lot, do a little bit of everything around the house and elsewhere, and try to enjoy myself. But anyways, what should I talk about today? I didn't think through, but anyways, what I had to talk about today is the way the world is going. It's not looking good. We're about to go into potentially World War III, and it's certainly not looking good. The wheels are turning, and it's gathering steam. It's going downhill real fast, and it's unstoppable. So it looks like what the West is gonna, you know, orchestrate an invasion of Iran, and it's that's where we're gonna find ourselves. The Ukraine thing is dying. It ain't working out, and that's over. Despite whatever the ruling class in the U.S. is, that's over. Now we're moving on to the Middle East, and that's where we're gonna be. And it looks like it's gonna be a long-term war, which started with extermination campaign by the Zio by the Zionist. So trying to try to not to say some things, try to use some euphemistic words when I'm describing countries, or I don't want to be banned, just getting started, so I'm going to use euphemistic words and try to get around the algorithm. Try to be a good boy for right now till we get somewhere with this YouTube thing. And it's been life changing. I'm gonna talk about how it has changed me as a person. I would just like to start by saying, before you think you try to think that you know me. You can figure me out. Before that, I would just like to say America, the United States, is the most propagandized country in the world. So let's just get that out of the way. Most of the things that I'm going to talk about, most people are not going to agree with. The things that I talk about are way outside the spectrum of the way Americans think. I've been dabbling with social media for a long time. I got a TikTok, Instagram, and I've been saying a lot of things that I think for a long time. And let me just say, people think that I'm a Russian propagandist. People think I'm a, Putin puppet. That's what Americans call other people which they disagree with these days, because we're the most propagandized country in the world. And I would just like to congratulate the CIA, the deep state, and let them know how good of a job they're really doing. Now, we Americans drank the Kool-Aid. They wholeheartedly believe what their government say, and they believe in the two-party duopoly, which is Democrats and Republicans. And overall, it's unfortunate that that's where we are as a country. So now that that's out of the way, I don't support Democrats or Republicans. Uh, I'm a well. Let me refrain from giving you guys my political perspective for right now, because y'all don't know me, so it really don't matter at the moment. Maybe another time I would go down that rabbit hole. But as far as right now, like I said, we the West, which includes NATO countries, the U.S. largely with their European allies, quote unquote. We think they're allies. I don't think they're starting to think that the U.S. is really their allies. But but anyways, like someone once said about the U.S. Uh, I, I forgot the quote, but it was told by I think Secretary of State or Foreign Secretary or somebody that said damn, I forgot. But anyways, I'll bring it up another time. But like I said, it's starting to become a dangerous world. And yeah, I was going to talk about how it made me feel in the last year, watching this televised extermination campaign. That's what it is, and of the 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 people that are being exterminated right now by the Zios. You know what I'm saying? They're wholeheartedly being exterminated. The international community agrees with it. The rest of the world agrees with it, except a few in the U.S., which is 5% of the world population, and the Europeans. They remain propagandized, but largely, majority of the world think this is an extermination campaign, and it had an effect on me. I'm not gonna lie, watching these footages, televised footages every day. It has played it had played a role in my mental health. It has and I would just I'll believe it played a huge role in a lot of other people's mental health. Particularly Palestinians, those whose families have lost 50, 100, 200 extended family members. That's happening. And despite of whatever you think, it really don't matter. It's really happening. And with the help of U.S. bombs, you know? So I'm not going to get into, whether you agree with me or whether I agree with you or whatnot. We just stating facts. These are the facts. This is what's happening. You can pretend, you can bury your head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening, but it's really happening, and it's about to escalate. And it looks like the target all along has been Iran, and that's where it's about to expand. It has expanded from the extermination campaign of Palestinians to the Lebanese people, and it's about to expand to a direct involvement of Iran. So the the Zions, the Zions are about to launch a military campaign, try to take out the weapon systems and whatnot in Iran. I say try because it's 1,000 miles away, and Iranians are not gonna. They're not Iraqis. They're not Afghans. It's not a small country which you can invade, overnight and bomb them for 100 days and kill 1 million people. That's just that's That's just not the type of country that it is. And the Zions are hoping that the U.S. would involve themselves, which I'm 100% sure the U.S. will, because you know the lobby. That's what we're run by. You know, we're no longer run by politicians. We're run by prostitutes, and it's unfortunate that this is where we find ourselves. So, but it has taken a mental toll on me watching these footages every day for the last year since and I wasn't particularly interested in the Middle East at first because and I was ignorant because I've always bought into the US the Western propaganda of saying of the term that it's complicated. I don't understand it. The same way that most Americans see right now. It doesn't involve us. We had nothing to do with it. It's just between those two countries. No, it's not. It's this is colonialism. So that's what it is. And you can agree or don't disagree or whatnot. You know, feel free to share in the comments what you think. But this is one of the conversations I wanted to start today, and to tell you guys how it has taken a mental toll on me, and the fact that there's 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 two type of people during this ongoing extermination campaign. Those that have not been affected because they don't pay attention to what's happening over there, and they buy into the mainstream media. Those people that watch Fox News, CNN, the liberals, the Republicans, those people that, like to regurgitate what they hear and then, repeat the same mantra. And then there are those that get their news from X, that get their news from Telegram, that watch raw or adulterated footages fresh from the people that are on the ground showing extermination campaigns, decapitation strategies, being bombed by 2,000 pounds bunker buster bombs, 500-pound bust, they're being dropped on tents, on buildings, all day, every day, 24 hours. That's where I've been. That's what I watch. That's how I get my information. I don't get my information from the Biden administration or, the Biden controlled media industrial complex. That's not where I get my information like most Americans. That's not where I get my information. I watch raw footages from, people on the ground. And it's unfortunate. And that's to this day, I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. That's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, to talk about those things, to talk about my feelings, and to express how disgusted I am as a human being. Everything that the U.S. built since the end of World War II, they stepped on every single institution in the UN. They stepped on it. They spit on it. Those words of human rights, of democracy, of good guy versus the bad. They have zero legitimacy right now. In the last year, that's all of that has been demonstrated by our direct participation and involvement in this extermination campaign. But I just want to cut this short right now, and I'll be talking more about these things and issues and how it make me feel, and talk about foreign policy because that's my interest. That's what I want to talk about. I want to tell the American people what is actually happening. So I'm not I'll try not to get banned, but I'm pretty sure everybody where I get my, that I watch, where I get my informations, have virtually been banned from YouTube. So, I mean, I'll try to use euphemistic words, try to run around the algorithm circle and try to express, try to give some clarity to what's really happening. All right, guys, I'll get back to you later.